This is episode 6 of our trip to Alaska. It includes our visits to Chicken and Fairbanks, Alaska, as well as the Arctic Circle. After leaving Dawson City, we took a ferry across the Yukon River and drove 90 miles along the top of the World Highway to spend one day exploring the quirky town of Chicken, Alaska. Chicken is one of the last surviving Alaska Gold Rush towns in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It makes for the perfect stopover between Dawson City and Fairbanks, Alaska. Although Chicken is small with only 10 year-round residents, it is big on quirky, including a 12-foot-tall chicken statue marking the town's location. There is no bathroom or electricity in downtown Chicken, but there is an outhouse and people do have generators for power. The town's name originated from a meeting of the early miners. When trying to come up with a name for the city, somebody suggested ptarmigan, which are found in great numbers in the area. All the miners liked it, but none of them could spell it, so they settled on Chicken instead. The town consists of 2 RV campgrounds, cafes, gift shops, a very small but lively saloon, a historic gold mining dredge, turn-of-the-century trapper cabins, and it offers float trips on its scenic river. During the summer, Chicken is an eclectic collection of miners, trappers, artists, wilderness adventurers, and travelers from around the globe. Additionally, every June the city hosts Chicken Stock, a weekend-long music festival featuring Alaskan artists, local food, and games. We arrived at Chicken the day Chicken Stock was wrapping up. While we were at Chicken, we decided to hike the Mosquito Fork Dredge Trail to a portion of a gold mining operations called the Lost Chicken Hill Mine. The trail provides an overlook above what remains of one of the mine's dredges, the Mosquito Fork Dredge. The dredge was shut down in 1938. After leaving Chicken, we drove 285 miles to spend 5 days exploring in and around Fairbanks, Alaska. Fairbanks is the largest city in the interior region of Alaska and the second largest in the state. It owes its existence to the Alaskan Gold Rush, once gold was discovered in 1902. While we were there, we visited the University of Alaska's Museum of the North, Fairbanks' Golden Heart Plaza, panned for gold, observed the Trans-Alaska Pipeline in operation, visited a local Native American center, we toured an impressive antique auto museum, made our way to Santa Claus's house in the nearby town of North Pole, did some hiking, and took a flight to the Arctic Circle to visit a town of 11 people who live entirely off the land. The University of Alaska's Museum of the North is a must-stop for people who are interested in excellent exhibits of Alaska native cultures, natural wonders, diverse wildlife, and Arctic dinosaurs. Additionally, the museum maintains 2,000 years of Alaska art. This is Blue Babe, a 36,000-year-old mummified Alaskan bison. The Golden Heart Plaza in downtown Fairbanks is a riverfront community gathering place for many popular activities and events. The Plaza captures the spirit of Fairbanks by using seasonal events and local artistic flair. Each February, the 1,000-mile-long Yukon Quest International Sled Dog Race is held on the river adjacent to the park. After finding gold when we were in Dawson City, we decided we wanted to try finding gold in Fairbanks, so we went to Gold Daughters. Your visit there starts with a gold panning lesson. Once you are confident of your technique, you are welcome to pan there the entire day if you wish. Gold Daughters guarantees you will find gold. If you buy a bag of dirt, they sell for $20. We found gold the old-fashioned way right out of the ground, but we also purchased a bag of dirt just to make sure each of us found some. The Trans-Alaska Pipeline is an oil transportation system spanning Alaska that was completed in 1977. It includes the Trans-Alaska Crude Oil Pipeline, 11 pump stations, and the Valdez Marine Terminal. The pipeline is one of the world's largest pipeline systems. It is 800 miles long and has a diameter of 48 inches. The pipeline is capable of delivering over 2 million barrels of oil per day. These are called pigs. They improve the flow of the oil in the pipeline and they monitor the pipeline's condition. The Morris Thompson Cultural and Visitor Center is a place for gathering, discovery, education, and celebration made possible by a cross-organizational multicultural partnership that honors the late Morris Thompson, a Native American community leader from a small town not far from Fairbanks, Tanana, Alaska. The partner organizations are housed together in the center, collaborating to offer visitor services, public lands information, cultural programs, and world-class exhibits that show the history and seasonal flow of local lifestyles. The Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum is advertised as one of the best auto museums in the world among auto enthusiasts. We couldn't agree more with that after taking in its world-class collection of vintage automobiles and period fashions complemented by fascinating exhibits, accessories, photographs, and archival videos. As you enter the building, you step back into an amazing time in history with over 95 pre-World War II automobiles. The museum provides a vivid journey through the automotive age from Victorian times through the Art Deco era. All but 3 of the museum's cars are operable, and many get driven on a regular basis as weather permits. We would have never believed we would find an antique auto museum like this anywhere, let alone in a far northern city like Fairbanks. The automobiles included in our video are only a fraction of the number on display at the museum. It's Christmas every day in North Pole, Alaska, just 20 minutes away from Fairbanks. At North Pole, you'll find Christmas decorations throughout the town and candy canes painted on the streets. At the hub of the North Pole is the Santa Claus House, an early frontier general store and post office turned holiday shop. Today the store includes live reindeer, a coffee shop, holiday gift items, the world's largest Santa statue, and of course Santa himself. The Santa Claus House has become an Alaskan destination. One of the most popular things about the Santa Claus House is the letter from Santa traditions that's been carried on for over 70 years. During your visit or online, you can order a letter sent to your child or grandchild. Each letter includes a note on Santa Claus stationery, unchanged since the 1960s, a Santa Claus dollar, a photo of Santa, and a sticker reading, "I'm on Santa's good list." Official letters from Santa are postmarked from the North Pole and stamped with an official Santa seal. The Wickersham Creek Ski Loop and Summit Loop Trail is a 4.2-mile loop trail that is considered a moderately challenging route. Along the trail, you get sweeping views of the surrounding mountains. We were warned that during June, the trail can be infested by mosquitoes and very muddy. We can confirm that both are true. We encountered thousands of mosquitoes and so much mud that it was almost impassable at times.
Nice mosquitoes we have here. Here by the thousands, literally.
The Arctic Circle Air Adventure is a one-day journey by air across the Arctic Circle. This round-trip flight departs out of Fairbanks and travels up to Coldfoot, which is located north of the Arctic Circle along the shores of the Middle Fork Kayukuk River in the Brooks Mountain Range. After landing in Coldfoot, we made our way 20 miles to the settlement of Wiseman that has a population of 11 people who live in the only year-round community in that part of the Arctic Circle. We thoroughly enjoyed learning about the community from a resident who shares his knowledge about the history and present-day life in this remote region of the Arctic and who explains how and why people live there.
I've been here in Wiseman since 1971. That's before the road, the pipeline, parks, all that kind of stuff. Come by boat or walk or fly, period. Most people flew after 1928. They've got airplanes that could get up here. There was a once a week Mel's plane would land there and everybody would come out for a visit, have us go and have coffee and whatnot. Things are just not growing. The temperatures are way too cold at night. Top of those poles was sphagnum moss, about a foot deep. Cut these logs within a couple miles of here. Hauled them in with a snow machine, three-sided those with a chainsaw. 5 minutes per cut, 15 minutes per log. Each log is drilled and pinned to tubuloid, so you're drilling and hitting with a power auger and you're driving a wooden dowel in there. 1,000-foot airfield built in 1938 by the Federal Road Commission, the first airplane to ever land on North Arctic. So my mom didn't want to be buried in the Wiseman Cemetery. She died in early March. It took me 2 days to thaw through 6 foot of frozen ground. Bonfire, 4 inches at a time, dig the coals off,